When my friend Ricardo was in his second semester of his freshman year in college, he fell victim to symptoms of depression. Due to not being clinically diagnosed with depression, he hadn't understood the signs, the symptoms, or any possible solutions to what he was feeling. He told me about things he was experiencing like low energy, loss of appetite, and distancing himself from his loved ones. The only way Ricardo was able to overcome this was by understanding what he was feeling and the different methods to overcome this.
There are a lot of different stressors, and I think the other thing we have to recognize is there are certain folks, certain classes of people or backgrounds that also struggle more or are just higher risk.
That was Grandview University counselor Heather Thomas. She's agreed to explain to us the causes of this mental health crisis.
So folks who come from low income backgrounds, folks who might be a part of the LGBTQ community, females, students who are also caregivers, whether of children or of parents, all those things are also folks who are at higher risk for depression and mental health concerns.
According to a study done for a journal in medicine, university is the peak of depression, and the prevalence of depression among college students is much higher than that of ordinary people. Something interesting about studies conducted on depression levels in college is that the usage of technology in schools may be a way to better seek and administer treatment. The study also states that depression is not an uncommon mental health disorder. They mention things like prolonging depressive episodes, not thinking clearly, a disruption in sleep patterns, loss of appetite, and even suicidal tendencies or attempts. Ricardo was barely adapting to this new stage in life where he was learning how to be an adult, which for many college students can be a lonely route.
The number one recommendation is connection, finding people, finding a place where you can even have one person you feel connected to and a sense of belonging. And I think that is hands down the most important. And so pushing yourself through that. Of course, there are other things, right? Like exercise, making sure you get good sleep. All of these things are out very good and they truly do work and they're helpful. But I think we are by nature social beings and we cannot deny that no matter how much we try or feel like we're comfortable being isolated. We have to push ourselves to the
Certain studies have proposed solutions such as being interactive in school with peers and resources available such as technology. A medicine research-based journal states, in recent years, the potential of the internet to facilitate help seeking and address mental health issues in post-secondary education has become increasingly evident. In essence, there are possible solutions for college students with depression if there is simply exposure to awareness and advocacy against cases of mental illness and depression. Things like therapy, online treatment, and programs for mental health, and a community of students in college who can relate to each other through this process.
Some solutions for depression, especially for college students, are connection. So one of the worst, most damaging things is being isolated. And the depression lies to you and wants to keep you depressed, keep you alone, tell you that you're different and bad and wrong. So I think one of the keys is forcing yourself to connect, finding people who you can relate to or at least be comfortable with, making yourself go to events, getting out of your dorm room. Had Ricardo known how to read these symptoms within himself, he would have probably found solutions faster. College students have high levels of depression, something that may also come with stigma and discomfort. And it's hard to share, so we think that in sharing our problems, the stigma might come from the fact that maybe nobody else struggles with this, and that's a scary thought, when in reality, even just with college students, over 60% of college students at some point report that they have mental health concerns or even meet criteria for a mental health disorder. So there's a lot of people struggling, but it's this fear of rejection. The isolation continues to build that fear. However, there are many ways to understand your depression and combat it in a safe and productive way. There is always hope. And no matter what you're feeling, it's temporary. So when you're really depressed and down and you don't know what your why is, you don't know what you're doing in life, and you feel lost, there is always hope. And that the feelings that you have are temporary and it will get better and it will change. So I think that's the number one message, no matter what walk of life you are, no matter where you find yourself at in that moment, there is always a reason to keep going and they can always have the potential to get better. You are not alone.
There will always be resources and people willing to help you fight against it.